I claim paternity for that picnic named No New Taxes.
My sweets, no foster, no taxi, one JUTC.
God Almighty.
Essentially, we have a very difficult task ahead of us.
Virtually came close to conceiving.
Come in, family, come in, come in. Let me know who's there. Come in. Rock on, come in. Rock on, come in. Rock on, come in. Big up, Jay. Betsy, big up yourself. Come on in, folks. Let me know who's there. Come in, come in, come in. Bless up. Steve, big up same way. Anthony, big up same way. Blessed love. Yes. Up, up, up. Come in, family.
The possibility.
Up.
Whatever may.
Come on in, family. Let me know who's there right now.
It causes me to question his capacity
Up.
to make decisions as a leader.
Mary P in the building. Big up yourself, same way. Big up everybody.
Jesus Christ, man. God listen me. God would have sent me.
Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome, family. Everybody on a big up on yourself. Show our labor rights. Let me know who's there right now. So listen. Mary P has a message to the voters. And when we talk about voters, we're not just talking about the JLP. We're talking about the PNP on the fence. We're talking about the undecided. We're talking about the uncommitted. Yeah, man, Mary P. You understand me? She has a message, and I want to play that message for the steady family tonight. So I just want to say, everybody, on a big up on yourself. We're going to have a pretty nice show because we're just going to come and talk to the people. So I'm not going to even wait any longer. You understand me? Yeah, man. Come on in, family. Come on in. I see the chat loading up. As usual, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button very soon. And I just want to say good evening to all the PNP joining us. I believe that the PNP, they are the first ones, when the steady show go live. So welcome. PNP, I hope you're not eating a dinner this evening. I want to feel all right and I drink and ease yourself and I relax. Yeah, man, big up to the one them who went to church today. Big up to the ones who are going to church tomorrow. And a big up on yourself. MDL in the building, family. What's going on? What is going on? So we have to say greetings to the labor rights and greetings to the PNP. Labor rights and PNP, make sure to hit the like button. Somebody is literally talking Spanish. I don't speak Spanish, but if you understand English, welcome. I don't understand what this person is saying in Spanish right now, so you understand me? Let's continue to do what we do best on the Steady Show. Yeah, but as I said, Mary P has a message, and we want to. I'm glad that I decided to delay just a little bit, so I can give the people the chance to come on in. Make sure you hit the like button. Continue to hit the thumbs up button, folks. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to play that message right now to the voters. For now, let us continue to hit the thumbs up button. And you understand me? Listen, right now, where I say, listen, man, time come to make the decision to vote on good policies. Time come to give the Jamaica Labour Party the third term. Erica is in the building. You understand me? Hit the like button. Hit the like button. But when the comrade them know so they are welcome here. All right, I see the chat loading up right now. Yeah, and I tell you, don't worry when you see, the crowd is not as big. As a matter of fact, last night when I ended the stream, to my surprise again, big up Anthony C. Mr. in the building. Anthony says, big up all labor rights, so are straight every time. That's what we're saying. Last night, when I closed the stream, we had 10,000 people who had viewed the live. You understand me? And most people watch for at least 3 minutes. So don't worry. You understand me? A lot of people, they're watching in incognito mode. You understand me? I no subscriber them. I PNP them. I enemy them. You understand me? A silent friend them. Big up and welcome everybody. Welcome. The Steady Show is getting big. You understand? We support the Steady Show, but the people have passed through. So without any further arguments, let's go to Mary P's message right now. Let's hear what Mary P has to say. Make sure your comments and you respond to the message same way if the message resonates. You understand me? One Kingdom, One Kingston College 2025 champs winners. Big up to KC. You understand what I said to you? You understand me? Big up, big up. You understand me? Show our labor rights, MDL is saying. So let's go ahead and listen to what Mary P has to say right now.
So people may I beg you, all of you, remember, well, all of you, all of we, if you understand, so we have something to lose. If that set of non-thinking group of people come in power, and the people who would vote them in are the people who are non-ambitious and selfish, are ambitious and selfish. You understand? Because them know how to get. The rest of we want everybody to be comfortable and nice. That means that we can just go and build power we have instead of take everything we have and I make sure so the neighbor not dead for hungry. Because the neighbor are going to have for himself. You understand? We not vote for what we can put in our pocket. We have vote for policies we can put something in our pocket. You think they can get a bigger raise than have the income tax threshold increased in any 1 year? Eh? You think you can get a bigger raise per your peer than when you get your money for buy what you want to buy and then government collect GCT instead of them tax you pay, then you still have to try and buy something and then collect GCT again? Eh? People, be grateful. Wise up. Wise up. It is good to see that little man did plan to carry on whatever the budget presentation is that Miss Faval did carry in, because of that thing they plan to do. The problem with that is that they cannot be trusted. So they will never put a step toward it. They're going to just turn every damn thing upside down, read the games and move on and say, oh, well, this happened and that happened and this wasn't something that was trustworthy. And so what trustworthy about them? What trustworthy about them? Tell me.
Nothing.
We can't manage it. I mean, I beg you know. We have until Monday to get every well-thinking, positive Jamaican to get their name on the voters list. So that when election call, we're ready. You understand? Forward ever. No chronic obstructive prosperity disease around here. We're done with that. We move forward. We, our family. You understand?
Thank you very much. Big up Mary P in the chat right now. Thank you, Mary P, for that message. On a big up Mary P in the chat right now for that message. And please remember to go ahead and hit the like button. Mary P said a lot of things a while ago that make sense. And chief of which I would say is, listen, Monday is the last day to get yourself on the voters list. And do not take lightly the importance of playing your part in helping the JLP to secure the third term so that they can continue the great policies, because the alternative is not going to be good for anybody. Because yes, the PNP will always come and they will always make all these promises, pseudo promises to people, but because they don't have a track record, and we know that their intention is never to build up and uplift the Jamaican people, just like what we see, such as what we see with the JLP, is very, very important that everybody play their role in making sure so you get on the voters list, recognizing that Monday, the 31st, is the last day to get on the voters list. So as we've been warning you, make sure you go ahead, get yourself on the voters list. If you have your ID to sort out, make sure you sort out your ID. You understand me? Do whatever it takes to make the process seamless. And please, as we said before, make sure you plan in advance, because there is no way that we can allow the PNP to come back into power. You understand me? We're not going to repeat 1989. There are other things that Mary P spoke about that I did not include in this message. You understand what I said to you? But this part of the message I wanted to play because I had the show planned before, and I realized she sent me this message, and this part of the message, it resonates so much with this part of the show I wanted to do. So everybody just understand that it's going to be very, very important that everybody plays their role in voting for the JLP. Big up Mary P again. And I see people in the chat bigging up Mary P same way. You understand me? Anthony C. Mr. said words of wisdom. MDL said PNP not trustworthy. Somebody said, MDL says pseudo promises. You understand? Mary P is responding. She said big up same way. And Patricia said, what is this that I'm hearing? Bunting a run up and down a look safe seat. But what Bunting don't realize is that JLP is on fire and there is no safe seat. I love that comment. So I can't confirm what I've heard unofficially about Bunting looking for safe seat, but that is very believable, you know, Patricia, because as you know, as we said the other night, I said PNP, they know so they're not gonna win the election, you know. They know that. But they want to make sure that they win seats for the people that they're looking out for. So when you talk about the top and Harris one, them such as Bunting, Dayton Campbell, the one we name the one where always the shadow speaker on health. What name again? Okay, Dawes. You understand me? They want Dawes to be there. They want Golden to be there. They want ISAT fair run off over Portland over there. So having access to the shipping area. They want Wickham McNeil over northern Trelawney, because they want to target all of the places where the Topanarists can use and manipulate for their own benefits. That is exactly what they want to do. The PNP know they're not going to win already. They know. You understand me? And while we're at it, big up to the JLP and big up to the people of Portmore and big up to the Supreme Court. You understand me? The injunction has been lifted and the JLP has been given the go-ahead to continue with its plans for Portmore, the 15th parish. Everybody big up Portmore right now. Show our labor rights. Show our labor rights. You understand me? So Erica says they have strategically placed candidates in certain areas. Of course, it's Tapanaris dealings, Erica. So we know that's exactly what they're doing. Yeah, man. So we want to say big up. So, you know, the old Gleaner, the Gleaner continues to play its role in misleading the people of Jamaica. And, you know, when the Supreme Court lifted the injunction, it simply means that the Supreme Court removed the temporary hold. You understand me? Remove the temporary hold of the law that's been passed for Portland to become the 15th parish. And PNP came and they decided they want to challenge it. When the Gleaner initially reported it, here the Gleaner's position on the matter now. The Gleaner say something to the tune of the Supreme Court lifted the injunction, but JLP and PNP claim victory. So the Gleaner is acting as if the Gleaner is not aware that the injunction has been lifted, and what it means is that the JLP can continue its plans, you understand me, and ensure that they follow the guidelines. Now, if the JLP has been doing their job as it relates to, you know, taking care of everything, fulfilling their promises, why do you think the JLP would work so hard to establish Portland as the 15th parish in Jamaica and then reach somewhere and not put in the necessary facilities, amenities, and everything that is needed to ensure that Portmore can stand on its own, you understand me, like all the other parishes. So we saw where the PNP, them tried to jump in, and we heard all them did a talk wrong and strong about how this is not going to happen and what is unlawful, this, that, and the third. Well, the JLP has won again. Show our labor rights. Good night, Angeline Marshall, and good night to all the silent listeners out there. If you are a silent listener and you love the content, make sure you go ahead and you hit the like button right now. Hit the thumbs up button, you understand me, and type something, if it's even to say show our labor rights, or to put some green heart in the chat, or to put some bells in the chat, or to put the Jamaican flag in the chat. If you are PNP, as we said before, welcome. And the PNP, I know they have not been doing a good job of providing you with the proper information that you need as it relates to Portmore becoming a parish. Do not listen to all the explanations that you hear Fitz Jackson is trying to give to you. Listen to me. If it was a win for the PNP, you would have heard the big noise and the big shout out, because everybody know how PNP show off already. Everybody knows PNP show off. You understand me? So, the JLP has won, but as you know, the JLP now really pre-PNP. You understand me? The only thing that we're focusing on right now is to continue the great work for the people of Jamaica. And so that's why Mary P was able to come and provide a warning to the people to say, listen to me, man, on have to vote JLP. The thinking person says, vote JLP, vote JLP, vote JLP. Show our labor rights. That's what we're talking about right now. Somebody says, good night, steady. Why JLP Gensec didn't change? Oh, man. Wow. So I know that whatever internal issues are there, you understand, with the JLP is engaging in fixing those problems. We saw what happened the other day in a South Manchester. You understand me? And they ran the internal thing, and this dude emerged, and apparently Bunting is trying to run away right now. So you have to understand that they want these safe seats because they know they're in a trouble. So they are looking out for the Tapanaris right now. But I want to see Bunting get the seat from Hilton, you know. You understand? Because Hilton seems to be, he's pretty strong-headed. You understand me? Bunting is strong-headed. You understand me? I like to look at when them strong-headed, you know, where them come from. And as we say, you understand me? The Taurus people. Hilton birthday one day before me, you know. You understand me? April 27th. I don't know why Taurus and Virgos always go at it, but it Bunting being the Virgo and Hilton being the Taurus. Let's see how it plays out, because Hilton's been holding that seat since about, what, 1993? So we don't know if it's true, but let us see what is going to happen. It should be a very, very interesting battle. Let them have their internal battles. So they're grabbing at straws right now. Big up to Passion Paradise. They're grabbing at straws within the PNP, because they know them in a problem. But as I said before, we don't allow PNP internal issues to take center stage on the Steady Show. MDL says, please press the like button. So we still see where we have 26 or so. 26 or so individuals pressing the like button. I look how much people in the chat. You know, big up on yourself, same way. Thank you. At least you're watching the show. You understand me? So, shower every time. That's what the labor rights are saying. You saw me, I said to you, I'm going to take some time to read. I'm going to try not to preach tonight. Yeah? So, you know, somebody, you understand me, sent me a list. Big up to DHWR. So tonight I'm passing on information from, you understand me, supporters of the JLP, supporters of the Steady Show, contributors I call them. Yeah? Mary P, everybody know that Mary P has delivered some great shows for us in the past. DHWR, same way. But you know that the ultimate is to get the message out to the people, and you will hear from them as we continue to move forward with the election. But you understand me? I got a list from DHWR, and I said I thought I might remind the people. You understand me? First of all, we are saying time come to vote for good policy and not just personality. We are blessed to have a prime minister that comes with good policy, that comes with good personality, that comes with good people skills, that comes with good building skills. And I want to say, we've waited very, very long as a nation to have a prime minister as Dr. Andrew Holness. And we are not going to let any PNP, any wishy-washy JLP, any uncommitted, any anti-riser, any riser sympathizer, any riser, any old PNP, any one PNP, any Manley PNP, any Norman Manley PNP, Michael Manley PNP, Portia Simpson Miller PNP, PJ PNP, Peter Phillips PNP, Mark Golden PNP, Lisa Hanna PNP, because PNP is really PAINPEE. And that's you have to think about PNP. You see what I said to you? We're not going to allow any PAINPEE to sway us from the focus on the third term. I think the conference is behind me playing right now. Remember my conference, labor rights. Jamaica 87 is in the building. He says, keep up the good work. My boss at the steady show, bless up yourself to keep up the good work. Make sure you subscribe to, I like it, Erica. PNP, PAINPEE. So, I want to make sure, say, I want to subscribe to Jamaica 87 and make sure you hit the like. PNP that are watching and not hitting the like button. Since you don't want to hit the like button over here, you go hit the like button over Jamaica 87. You understand me? Go hit the like button over Jamaica 87. JLP vloggers, Mr. V. Is that Mr. Vegas I'm seeing? If that's Mr. Vegas, welcome. PNP, you hit the like button right now. And that we are telling you. No time to vote for good policies. Let's remind the people of what good policies are, right? So, the list that I got is not the most updated list. I think it was about 2024. So, the bright labor rights, you can correct me with the numbers, because we know it's better than this, right? But unemployment rate, it dropped from 13.7% in 2016 to under 4% right now. That's what we know. But in last year, it was 7% in 2024. We know what it is in 2025. Debt to GDP reduction lowered from 147% in 2013 to 75% in 2024 and 68% in 2025. So thank you. The figures are, I'm telling you, I suffer with people, them stay on. See that? 3.5%. Yes, what I say. Lowest debt to GDP in 25 years. Minimum wage increase from 6,200 around 2016. It was 13,000 in 2024. And now where it gone? 16 or 17, 16,000, right? Come, correct me upon the minimum wage, you don't know the information. Where we reach now? 16,000? I think it's 16,000. Come on, give me the figures and the know sound bright. I'm looking in the chat right now. We're just talking together. You understand me? So Erica said less than 4%. MDL says 3.5%. 16. Let's see where I thought out. 16,000 as at June 1. You understand me? The labor rights, them know the figures, you know. Like up the live, people. It don't cost anything to hit the like button. Thank you very much, Kerry Perry. Every time I see a fresh face or a name that I'm not quite familiar with, and they come in and them say like up the live or, you know, they drop a comment, I feel good because it tells me that, you know, the people who are watching and who usually watch in silence, I think you're understanding the mission right now. And the mission is that as JLP, you understand me, we're focusing on the policies to make our lives better. You hear what Mary P said earlier on. We're not voting for no handout, but we're voting for policies that will make life easier for everybody so that everybody can have a house. You know, I never understand people who, they want, just like PNP mindset, they want to be successful while the rest of Jamaica suffer. What can go so? Oh, uno fi want fi nyam, but the rest of Jamaica fi suffer. That don't make no sense at all. You understand me? It cannot make no sense. Everybody got to eat because that is how we go eradicate bad mind and all of these things. Big up same way, you know, Kerry Perry. She said, heal steady. Anthony C. Mister says, no steady. Anthony Hilton ran in West St. Thomas in 2002 and lost against James Robinson. He later came to Southwest St. Andrew in 2007. You understand me? No, I think we're here that he is, yes, so the West St. Andrew seat, Anthony, I believe that's the one Bunton is trying to, the one he's trying to save. No, I think the fact is that he's been a member of parliament since 1993. So, however it works, you understand me? He has a long history in there. Thank you very much, Anthony. Anthony is one of them who always make. Anthony is one of the fact checkers on the show. Big up yourself. One thing about us over here, we're not like PNP. We're not wrong and strong. You understand me? And sometimes we say something and we don't have the facts, and somebody come in and they give us the information. We're good with that. So we're blessed with that. Stuart says, thank you so much, family. One love. Blessed love. You understand me? To everybody that's new. If you're new to the steady show, you can also put the first time watching. Yeah? The steady show is we are a labor rights safe space. So we're not talk out of two sides of our mouth. Once you're a supporter of the labor right, the labor right team, so to speak, or the labor right family, you understand me? We will welcome you, and you understand me. We have good conversation over here. So somebody says George, somebody named George. What this person is saying now? JLP. That is it. So big up same way, George. George says JLP never ever voted for handouts because our party don't believe in that kind of system. You understand me? JLP and a crop. I like that. I like it. It's true. JLP and a crop. And that them need to understand. You understand me? Kerry Perry says, steady, we Jamaicans are a proud people. We don't need handouts. All we need is for a good leader who can hold the ladder in place as we climb up. And Andrew is that leader. Love it, love it, love it. Two great comments. And these are new folks, so I've never seen these names. So this is the time for the new. This is the time for the silent watchers to let us hear what you have to say, man. You understand me? Because how the thing reached there, a lot of our supporters, if you notice, when they see the wrench beside their names, these are big up to Erica, Passion Paradise, Wife Style. You understand me? Leonie Lioness. Big up to all Simone, all the moderators. Big them up. You understand me? Black Obsidian, big them up. You understand me? All these people, they understand the mission, and so they are at a place now where they can understand. They understand the culture of the steady show of what we're trying to achieve as labor rights. So I want to say big up. At the same way, man, we love to recognize and identify people who really bring, you understand me, something to the conversation. So we're not trying to play who brighter than who. We're not trying to be the teacher. We just want to be a group of people. When we get together, you understand me, we understand what is good for Jamaica, what is good for our families, what's good for our children, our grandchildren, what policies are good for them. And we want to continue to vote on those policies. You understand me? So at that way I say right now, Dr. Wholeness, Andrew Wholeness, somebody say one Andrew, big up same way Owen Grant. Let's look at some of the things, the man. We can look at it. Net international reserves. You understand me? In 2024, it reached 5.6 billion. You understand? We're talking about sustained debt to GDP. You see where they're right now. Yeah? Business confidence boost. You see how much people want the business with us. With us. Public sector reform, increased salaries for public sector workers to retain talent and reduce migration. Record-breaking tourism recovery, rebounded after COVID-19 and all of this. What a great list. You understand me? Increase foreign direct investment. Jamaica remains a top destination. As I said before, we are near shore. So people wanted the business with us. So we want to say big up to the labor rights, and big up to Brogard, and big up to that team that works with him. You know what's beautiful? When you look at people like Donovan Williams, and I'm just calling some name, Action and Moreland Wilson, you can call them name. When you look at their work ethics, you understand me? When you look at people like Tova, people working hard, when you look at people like Crystal Lee, when you look at Rhoda Crawford, when you look at all these labor rights who are out there and they are doing the work, transforming their constituencies, we want to say big up to them and all the other labor rights. If your MP and your councillors are doing a great job, now is the time to put their names in the chat and big them up. What you see happening is Andrew Holness's team is working. Andrew Holness's team they have the same the work ethics. It's a trickle-down effect, you know. You have a leader that works hard and that displays integrity and productivity. You're going to find that that trickles down to the people. Because as Miles Monroe used to say, everything rises and falls under leadership. And he talks about the fact that you can only lead people as far as you've gone yourself. You see, Andrew Holness has set the stage, being a hard worker, being a builder, a developer, doing things that's never been done, doing things not just under the labor right label, but fulfilling promises, completing projects, pipeline projects, such as what PNP always do. Them start it, but then bring it to completion, because clearly the party money is always sweeter for them than serving the people. So them always choose personal and party enrichment over the well-being of Jamaica, of the Jamaican people. And we see it right now in the fight where the Tapanaris are trying to take over Jamaica again so that they can control the housing developments and set all kinds of prices, price the house them out of the market, look out for Tapanaris people, and find different ways to destroy the economy so that poor people can suffer again. Because, listen, Dr. Andrew Holness is the one that's looking out for Jamaica. And he demonstrates that in everything that he does. So we're not even going to act like we think that the PNP is an alternative. In theory, we want a functional government, and we want a functional opposition. But the opposition, the people who are in the party that is called the opposition right now, all they do is oppose every good thing that happens. And I'm so happy that on this day, when Mary Pierre remind me for vote, on this day, we understand for those who came in late that the injunction has been lifted, which means to say the court removed the temporary hold. That means that the JLP can continue with the plans to effect everything to realize Portmore in becoming that in the 15th parish. So that the battle is done already. PNP has lost. Congratulations, show of labor rights. That is a victory for not just the people of Portmore, but for the people of Jamaica. Because listen, man, let me tell you something. The way the thing's set right now, you hear Andrew Holness is talking about wealth building for ordinary Jamaicans. And for people who you have your first house already and that pay off and you still have some money. Instead of you let the money sit down in the bank sometimes, and you understand me, inflation come and all kind of things come and the dollar gets devalued. Sometimes you have to now look on the possibility of getting a second home, a rental home, and using that rental home, put the money in that home there, make the equity go and grow in that the house there, and use that the house there now to live better in your retirement years. As soon as you think right now, you know? But the people who you forget your first house, if it's your first house and then the biggest house, you understand me, it might not be your biggest house, but it's a good start. So when you start off with that the house now, you go and work with that. All the people them overseas, this go for you too. Like, when you work overseas or when you have a place, you're going to make sure so you take advantage of the housing market while the JLP is still in power. Talk to me now, people. We have to talk about higher levels now, you know. Real estate is one of the surest ways of building wealth. So we're at a place now where fluid politics is about poor to rich, or at least poor to a more comfortable lifestyle. Wanna get the gist? So everybody must know and look upon freedom of fears. You understand me? If you earn under 30 grand per week, you know, say the $14,000 house them. Some of you never walk going to NHT yet. You need to start walk go NHT and go tell them, bring your pay slip, bring everything, bring your earnings, bring your bank account, and ask them, go make an appointment to sit down and talk with the officer and ask them, what do I qualify for? Based on what I earn, it is their job and their duty to give you that information. That's what you pay your taxes for. Book an appointment with NHT and ask them questions such as, what's the next upcoming projects in and around my area? If it is that you're interested in those things, go and ask them what upcoming projects are there on, say for instance, on the open market. The open market seems to be that people will buy and sell. You can go on NHT website right now. You can see properties that are under private treaty, houses that you can bid on and have the possibility to get. So me tell you, me say some education gonna go on over here, so it's not gonna be all entertainment, because we have to look at the bigger issues that pertains to politics. This for the younger people them in Jamaica. This is the, remember, the younger you take a mortgage, and the earlier you can pay it off, So some of you are paying a rent right now where you probably could be paying just about the same or less or a little more for mortgage. And no make nobody when I know vision tell you say getting a mortgage is not a good thing. Remember, yes, you pay it down. But remember, the more you're paying it, you build what is called equity, or you have more and more share into the property until you pay it off. Then it becomes yours. Yeah, so you have to vote on the things that's working. You understand me? So people who want to work, see the thing they sort out. Jobs are out there right now. You understand me? Minimum wage increase. More businesses are coming to Jamaica. If you're in your working years, you have no right to have worthless mentality such as what the PNP has bred into this culture. Do you realize the extent to which this whole lackadaisical attitude and the fact that enough of them don't want to work, do you realize how much it contributes to the crime and violence? Because listen, we're not going to tell you that the root cause of crime and violence in Jamaica is the problem. Most of us came up poor, but we came from an era where we learned to work honestly and diligently. You understand me? And forget for your own. We come from a generation, big up to the older generation them. You understand me? Who you never grow up and feel say everything must just hand out to you. Believe in hard work and you do it. For the young people then we are telling you the opportunity is there. No for uno never see PNP yet. See Andre Hart not take all the heat there right now because like no for uno. Because you know go school and you feel to say uno more qualified than the older generation. Uno no want to listen to nobody, uno no want to take no advice. The whole uno turn big know it all. Well, we are telling you say, you understand me, the opportunity is out there for uno for put down a solid foundation. And these are some of the ways that you can do that. Let's look at what the people are saying in the chat. Somebody say, we love Jamaica and we want the best for our beautiful country. Jamaica land we love. I love that comment. Don't forget Port Royal development. See it there? The thinking person, big up for that. All these developments that are taking place in Jamaica. So regular Jamaicans, just like how you hear Andrew tell you right now about investing in stocks and whatever. And me can't really give you advice on stock yet because I've had some bad experiences when it comes out to the stock. But I do have stocks out there and they're slower. They're slower than I would want them to be. So I'll get back. I'll continue the journey as it relates to stocks. You understand me? But there are opportunities out there. You understand me? To grow your money. Poor people, when you grow your money, Remember, this is what I keep telling people. Listen. if you are an upcoming Jamaican who moved from the poor to the middle class, you understand me? And you continue to build from day to day. Just remember, say, you don't have no lot and part in a Mark Gold in them company, in a Peter Bunt in them company, in the white Jamaican, them the 5%ers, the ones them who come from wealth. You know, no lot and part in that club, you know. And I don't want to victim shame or victim blame. But a part of the problem with the people in Finsac, the black, dark-skinned Jamaicans, hence the lady who wrote the book, Too Black to Succeed. A part of the problem, you know, is that those Jamaicans, the ones that will look like me and you, who ambitious and big up yourself, and build up something for yourself, those Jamaicans, they felt that they had reached somewhere and that they were part of the 5% club. That's what they thought. The 5% club and Mark Gold in them who probably belong in the 1% club. They thought they had reached somewhere and that they were respected in the society because they went to college and they built banks and they built everything and they built all these businesses, them 44,000 businesses built. And you know, a part of why I am so mad when I think about Finsac, you know, is that there are a lot of people who were building all kind of businesses, construction businesses, you understand me? All manner of businesses, manufacturing businesses, all manner of businesses. They were building them, people who could have worked with them hand and then built big businesses out of it. They never necessarily have the greatest educational background, you know. And the government at the time, they went ahead because everything stemmed from the fact that the PNP, they don't produce. We saw where we saw where the unemployment rate was. Where was this now? Under PNP, 13-14%. And a part of it has to do with all of these businesses that them wipe out. And we're gonna say it on every show. You tell me what 44,000 businesses is supposed to look like. Why should I? Remember, you know, when Mark Gold and them had the Integrity Commission, even though they never had no argument, them beat it night and day, them still a beat it. Even though it's become a dead horse, they're still beating the Integrity Commission. They're still beating, still flogging the dead horse. You understand me? Finsac caused too many deaths for us to look at Finsac as dead. Finsac is not dead. It's alive because the people who shelled down the whole of Jamaica back in the day, they're still there. Today I was listening to that thing that I was trying to play the other day, and I'm not going to conflate it with this show. But part of what they said was that when Gold and them got to take over Billy Craig, it spoke about the fact that they put in all kinds of systems and whatever, change out the management structure and do everything. So essentially, people don't understand that when a company goes into receivership, and I've seen it before, the company goes into receivership, another company takes over. All they do is put in for them own software, change out the management structure, pay who forget whatever money, and they run with the rest of the business. So this is taking over people's businesses, buying out businesses and so on. It's way easier than you think. And you saw from the same article how they increase, how they increase their capital base by taking over a business that had its own way. So them member of them inherited the whole business, them inherit the customer base, them inherit everything. And they just walk in and took it over. So as Don Crawford, who owns Central National Bank, that's why he was able to describe Finsac as the big black plague, because it was like a plague. I remember for the people who lost their houses, a lot of the people who lost their houses, and not just their house, then did lose. Some of them they lose their house and their business because they used the house as a collateral for the loan that they took out to run them business. So when I hear Mark Gold and them run a come talk about, oh, we're going to remove out the 11 billion from NHT, Mark Golden already at a condition the country for the plans, you know, to to funnel the big money out of the country into private hands, you know. That is what he's saying. So we have to learn to read. So that's why we not just talk about the excitement. What they're doing, you know, is that they might give you excitement. They might tell you about Dayton Campbell. Dayton don't even have a seat. Dayton is unimportant to what's happening in Jamaican politics. Don't tell me about Ian Hales. Unimportant. Bunting, unimportant. These things, them people are not important to what's happening in the politics. Let me stop rambling and look at the comments, because I'm gonna close the show soon, as I always say. I'm not going to keep you all for more than an hour and 10 minutes. I don't see it happening tonight. Let us see. The people are saying 15% less on all imported animals. See, Mr. says, we are here as JLP supporters to inform and spread the message. Absolutely, my brother. I understand me. Owen Grant says, proud to be a Labourite. You should be. Prissy D, big up yourself. Good night. Good night. Big up to the Green Posse, same way. The Labour Party has the best members, and anyone can represent Jamaica on the international stage. Very good. You see how the Labourites hold their own. Listen to me. People on the international stage also pay attention to how the people that they do business with, they carry themselves. Remember the other day I spoke about Warren Buffett being one of the richest men in the world. Warren Buffett says one way that him decide who he going to do business with, him want decide if him like you, if he respect you, or if he trust you. We don't like Mark Golden. We don't trust Mark Golden. We don't respect Mark Golden. We not too like PNP because of what they do Jamaica. We cannot respect PNP for the damage they have done to our people. We cannot trust PNP because PNP tell too much lie. But it's not that them just want to lie because they lie. No. The lie is how them, as me say, them sway with mind. So the whole PNP, how them function, you know, the sway. So they come and they say, the word is love, but I swear they really sway you. They're really saying, secretly, we are against you. So let's make it plain. The PNP's hidden motto is this: secretly, we are against the Jamaican people. That's how they function. What we should try to do in this modern age with Portmore, that should tell any prospective voter everything you need to understand about PNP. The haters, the blockers, and the destroyers and the decimators of progress and productivity. We talk about their history all the time. Every time them in the government are the same thing they do. PNP is a DNA, it's a culture, it's a mindset, it's a cult. The best thing you can do with PNP is to get rid of it. We don't want them to catch again. So PNP supporters, you know, hear the facts. Make sure that someone come on, come as you are. Hit the like button, because me talk too good now for the like button I hit. Make me take a walk, go over some of the channel them where going to propaganda and I tell you no lie and I make up all kind of stories. And that the button they want to like for hit. This is the one on the need for hit. Because we're saying, silent listeners, make sure you play your roles and hit the thumbs up button. You should not be a JLP who support the JLP, but you're not hitting the like button. And nobody now going to say you never hit the like button yet. Just hit it right now. It's not too late to hit the like button, folks. Let's do better than this. Somebody says, I am unapologetically Labourite. Suppose we couldn't read. Big up to the bright people. I am unapologetically Labourite. I am the proudest Labourite ever born. I love that. Hey. Well, you say you're the proudest, but make we big up Dujan, because we don't say Dujan are the greatest Labourite. Big up to all of the Labourite there who's doing the good work out here. So you understand me? I am the proudest Labourite ever born. Somebody said blessings, passion, paradise. Let's hear what the people are saying. Joel Johnson, what's going on, my brother? Big up yourself. Every time, Joel Johnson, big up steady. Yeah, the family class is in session, yeah, man. Let's just reason with the family. I mean, I preach to them every day. Let's just talk. We all should own a piece of rock. Yes. But no, as Jamaicans, when we talk about we own a little piece of place, non-ambitious, non-productive, as Mary P call them, non-thinking, non-productive elements like to talk as if a show-off, we're a show-off. You understand me? It's not a show-off thing. Try to own a piece of this beautiful island. And don't just think you have to crowd up in a sentence. The other day I came up with a strategy, you know, man, for the long-term thinkers. Somebody brought this to my attention the other day. So it's not even an original thought. And somebody say, I like the rural areas such as Westmoreland, St. Mary, and whatever. So what's a strategy I'm going right now? This is steady thinking, right? I'm going a strategy. Everybody want to run go to Montego Bay. You understand me? Everybody want to go to Kingston and different places to do business. But you see, all of the places them will need more development. You see places, hey, over Portland, enough you try to get land, you know. Over Portland, of who never got Portland yet a bat, you know. You understand me? Anyways, that's just a joke. Portland is so beautiful and green. You understand me? Where this place a name, where you have some big rocks. Is it on the border of St. Mary? What a place a name again, man? Some big rocks and some beautiful river with the rocks. I don't remember what a place a name. What a place a name? You come from Kingston, you're on your way to St. Mary. What name of the place there? Somebody probably put in a comment, but I don't want to erase the comment. Let me go ahead. Somebody said the way Jamaica is developing right now, we must keep what we have and try to get more for a rainy day. Of course. So, I want the things so good enough, man, that I want people to have their house. And it's not about how big your house is. I remember back in the day when the Campbells, again, they taught me a lot of things, and I just thank God that I can come back and teach people the way people who make life tell me. They say, you see this big house we live in, it's not always like this, you know. You say it started small, but we keep adding, and we keep adding, and we keep adding. So for some people, it's going to be a piece of land. For some of you, maybe what you can afford right now is get the piece of land and throw down some block pan. If I have 100 block first, 50 block, you're making progress. You're making progress. Put some block pan here, your own. And when you're ready, you understand me, go sit down on the block and visualize what your place. Look on it in your mind first. What you want if it be like your first room. Some of you all need to do is start with one big bedroom and one kitchen. If I ever put in a little corner over there, so one little stove in the same place, deal with it like a studio. I put on one bathroom. I want to move in, I want to take time build. One of the worst things you can do in life, you know, is to watch people and what them have, you know. No, man. Work with what you have. So the politics when me preach, you know, is me preach the poor to better, to rich, if you can't get to rich. That is my politics. For me, politics is for the regular people who the tapanaris, the business boat. Yeah? Make we hear people them say, man. Somebody say, let me not read that one. Erica says, Andre Han chose for lie, and that is not good. Yes, that's true. Let me tell you what's behind the lies and the hunger for the power, you know. Just look at it. Lawrence Rowe was just a caretaker. And just so that they can, because they know how they run the PNP machinery, they could say, all right, you're going to get Senate seats and we're going to put you up a housing thing. You see the same housing thing, and I have to understand how the big money thing work in a PNP, you know, man. You have to understand that JLP coming like the lion, them, you know, and PNP coming like the hyena, them, you know, man. You understand me? Most times the hyena, them don't necessarily want to hunt for them own, you know. Them. You ever see when the lion go hunt for them own it, and then the hyena, them, because the hyena, them work in a group, you know. That's like how you see PNP, them work in a group like them a hyena. And you ever notice when them back up on a you, when them, so like even in Andrew Holness case, Andrew was like that one lion, you know. And the whole of the hyena, them surround them. And you know, so the hyena, them love to attack you from behind or attack you from your blind spot. That's how PNP is. So the reason why reason does not appeal to them is because they see big money. They know, say, a party politics wants them win. The only people them who don't understand party politics is labor rights. Labor rights is time on to stop trying to respond to every lie that PMP tell. You know, this Portmore thing here, I remember today early this morning, I was looking on Facebook. I soon close the show. Early this morning, I was looking on Facebook and I noticed one brother, brilliant youth, you know, who can write. Just like Andre Hart and them. They're out there and they know how to deceive. Yeah? And when the thing came and, you know, the Gleaner wrote their foolishness, not wanting to come clear to say that the injunction was lifted and that the JLP can now move ahead and continue with the plans. I see this brother jump in the comments and him give one long lecture. And I know somebody who's brilliant, who's from the Steady channel. This person has good decorum, nice, and disrespect nobody. But when you look at the argument, you just say, listen, blah, 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 whatever. Third term. Sometimes, with the election coming up, that's the only thing. You don't need to argue. You don't big up yourself, Dre Views. You don't need to argue with them. When we hear Hilton turn up the other day and say a problem them it can't go. So that is them talking to their people with confidence. I seldom I try to sell the dying PNP to the people. All right. So the votes, which is the thumbs, but the thumbs up is still not where it's supposed to be. We realize enough people love to hit the thumbs up. Now do something phone right now. Enough people now have to hit the thumbs up because they don't want the video go too far, because once you talk truth, the truth is for them problem. The truth is their problem. Mr. Message are deleted now, which means that the moderators are working. Me no conference with my moderators, them, I ask them who then delete out of the chat, you know. Because the moderators, they know the assignment of the show. Now come over here, can disturb with peace. You understand? We could look for something for the one who no want to hit the like button right now. I could see if we can give them one song, because since then they already and PMP love entertainment. I could give them one song. I could give them a local song, make them feel good tonight. Since PMP love entertainment. I hope this thing will let me down like the other night, you know. You understand me? I'm trying, you know. So, I could say, we have something for now. I should have known. So this is what happened, you know. Alright, let me turn it down. Let me see if it's my fault. Because it's always steady fault. Alright, let me see if I can fix it here, so. Yeah, man, PMP, you know, hit the like button when we tell you the truth. Because Objection cannot change the truth. Rebuttals cannot change the truth. You see, Mary P talk about the non-thinking people. Mary P talk about the fact that, listen, even if them come and them tell you something nice, they are still not going to follow through because the nature of the beast called the PNP is to use party politics for personal and illicit enrichment. Dr. Andrew Holness did already tell you that. Let me see if I can do this. Probably this will fix the problem. You understand me? That is what they do. Yeah, man. So let's go into the comments while we do that. Here, Mary P.
Bluetooth connected.
Mary P. I talk to somebody. Mary P. I tell somebody, say, get your facts straight. Jamaica does not need Section 8. All right, I'm going to play something for the PNP them right now. It look like it forward back. Listen.
I know everybody gonna like me.
Hit the like button. Juliet, big up yourself, same way. PNP, this is why we do it. Listen.
Success don't come overnight.
And that too. Do it for the love, we don't do it for the life. Hit the like now. Hey. See them on social media hype. We see them on social media hype, you know, but remember say, we do it for the love. We don't do it for the likes. So, we tell you to hit the like button, but nothing wrong if you don't want to hit it. But JLP, make sure say if you're not there, want to support the show by hitting the like button. Let's send this positive vibration. So for the uncommitted and undecided, the ones who you clearly not understand how this politics has worked. You see, me not really follow no one on the talk, you know. Because when I was coming up, I got to see, you understand me? I get to see the people who build something. You understand me? And it's more than just people who could have get something on paper. We want enough to be smart on paper, which on paper and in life. We are letting you know that if you do your own history, you study the PNP in the 70s and the 90s, and you look objectively, you will see all the information that is there to show you that this is not a party that you want to vote for. You understand me? So we said third term. So we're saying in a manly time, they voted for personality. They vote for sweet talk. They vote for things that sound good on paper but could not materialize. The next thing again, then they love manly because manly skin color, manly a pretty hair, and manly could address, manly had a good voice. Perkins spoke about it. Andrew came different. You understand me? Andrew have the image where the ladies them like. Big up yourself, same way, Andrew. Andrew came with a plan. He named Wholeness, but I know like uptown last name them. But it's a good last name. Andrew came is almost like God pick out one who should have been born in the tapanari segment of society and make sure say him born in the poorest part of society. So Andrew is our modern day economic Moses. And that we want to know. Big up Andrew Holness. Give the man the third term. Usually, anything you see, somebody younger come take over from the elders. The elders usually have a problem with it, just like in a Jesus day. Jesus was so revolutionary to the priests and the Pharisees and the Sadducees and everybody that was in his day. They couldn't stand Jesus. Because Jesus did too revolutionary. Jesus mashed up the whole system. That is what Andrew is doing. That's kind of like what's happening to Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness mashed up the whole system. Look how much millions of dollars the Gleaner lose playing party politics. RJR group lose playing party politics. And the reason them a fight is because they know, say, if they win, I feel them pocket go fatten. Man, all right. Let me see how Erica keep deleting, because we're going to put them out of their misery for good. Type the name, Erica, so we can, excuse me, so we can just put that person there out of their misery. You understand me I say? May Passion Paradise say, Mark and PJ training Andre. Andre no better. Andre is just trying to manipulate, because this is what you're really seeing, you know. They're manipulating the poor people to vote for them, because the poor look upon themselves as the poor. They use the poor as political pawns. Somebody said talk true, third term straight. They use the poor as political pawns. You understand me? Hey, Frederick, big up yourself. Big up in a Canada same way. You understand me? I said to you, the people are talking, and so we're just a talk easy tonight. Andre Horton, lie plus stacks. Joel, real stuff. Continue to hit the thumbs up. Grace Ben says, steady show, good night. I'm listening to you, but it's not all the while I respond. But anyway, when you talk all right, so all right, big up yourself, Grace. Sometimes we have to talk about the negative aspects too, because you understand me, they're negative. Because remember, we're trying to win people from over the PNP side or the uncommitted side. So we have to talk about the negatives that the PNP has done, because there are decisions to be made right here. So that's why we do it. But I understand, big up yourself same way. Golden going into retirement like Portia and Peter. He needs to go. Patrick, big up yourself same way. Mark Golden is the worst opposition leader. Let him stay. Prudence Gowdy, big up yourself. You understand me? Bless up. Honestly, at times I don't know on what ground some Jamaicans vote. Oh boy. We should talk about that. It's true. You see, we can't even classify who we voted them with. Said the people who voted the other day, and they regretted it. Because even though there are a lot of people who got disappointed, there are a lot of people. And let's remember that as you're seeing right now with all of the restrictions under this new administration in the U of S of A. You understand me I said to you? Remember, there's a set of people in this country that decide that the interests of certain people must come first, and it must take precedence over every and anything else in the country. Read between the lines. So Prudence Goldie, to your point, a lot of people are not voting on any good grounds. Like, look how me I talk logic right now. Look how me I lay it out easy. And some people will never hit the like button because they're not going to change. Them too brainwashed to believe that. So essentially, you know, what is so sad about a lot of the people right now who are looking to go out and vote is that they see the thing that could better their lives right now. Opportunities to work and earn, go to heart, learn a skill, make money, take advantage of the programs. They see the improvement in the roads, investment coming. Some people, they are non-thinking and they are non-ambitious, and some of them just plain worthless. You understand me? So worthlessness. You also, last night we talked about stupid Jamaicans. Tonight we can talk about worthless Jamaicans. A lot of Jamaicans are some worthless people, them. Worthless people, worthless people. They don't want no good for themselves. They don't want no good for nobody else. But they still want to. They don't want to work, but they want to live a lifestyle that's equal to people who work hard. That's why PNP always embrace the communist mindset and the handout mindset. Look on the survey. Because they just want to vote for a government that will give them $5,000 so that they can drink and feel good. And I'm going to talk to the man them too, Jamaica, do you realize, so not for the man them, you realize you make the woman them take over. And the woman them are the ones who will look out for the country. You mash down the country. I follow back a white man. And yet when you're ready, you want to talk about Marcus Garvey. You don't feel about the fact, say, when Mark Golden take the chain from around Big Stone neck, Big Stone I wear locks, and I wear Marcus Garvey on his shirt, but have white man who's come from a line of people who own slave. I take chain from around his neck. You see, say some of them, you see the confusion. Men are supposed to be leaders. You see the foolishness? Handout politics I want to like. Rose Henry, big up yourself. She said, big up the most honorable Andrew Holness. So we said third term. That's what we're fighting for. Oh man, I love the moderators. They are working. Let's talk about some more things that the JLP is doing. Policies that we can vote on. You understand me? Major road projects. Public transportation expansion. Added 2,000 new buses to the Jamaica Urban Transit Corporation. We see JUTC buses going into rural areas. You understand me? Housing developments, expansion of renewable energy, solar and wind energy projects, reducing fossil fuel dependence, water infrastructure all over the place, digitization of government services, new schools, new hospitals, healthcare centers. You understand me? National broadband initiative, island-wide free Wi-Fi in public space to improve digital access. Everybody knows, say, but they are firing already. I'm not even a one good area will give me the best internet service, and Jamaica is getting state-of-the-art thing. You don't understand how unique and dynamic Jamaica is in. You understand me? Murder rate on the decline. You understand me? 2024, 19, it was 19%. It went to 25% in 2005. Increase in police recruitment, improvement of police paraphernalia to carry out their job and so on. New police stations, new uniform, police car, all of them things there. New crime fighting technology, more national security resources, legislation to combat organized crime and the gangs them. You see enough of the gang them I get take down right now. See, PNP are talking about them want state of emergency to be lifted from Augustown because they don't care about the people of Jamaica. These are the things that you vote on. You don't vote on personality. You don't vote on slogans such as time come. These are the things that you vote on. You vote on free tuition for early childhood and primary education. You vote on STEM education expansion, tablets in school initiative, teacher salary increases. You understand me? Tertiary education scholarship, modernization of agriculture, fisheries protection program, bamboo industry development, mangrove restoration and reforestation, national plastic ban implementation, re-election to the UN Human Rights Council, visa-free travel agreements, CARICOM leadership, Jamaican athletes global dominance, diaspora engagement strategy, hurricane barrel response, national disaster fund, flood control projects, earthquake preparedness programs, sustainable tourism expansion in the IT industry, scholarships for all kind of people going to universities, scholarship for people going into medicine, all kind of things the JLP is doing for the people. People are coming in and do businesses. We are up the skills of the people in the workforce so that we can broaden or horizon as it relates to working in different industries in Jamaica. These are just what the JLP do up to 2024, and yet look at what we're doing in 2025. The other day, when Dr. Andrew Holness read the budget, he couldn't even finish it. All these plans, and yet, you understand me? A lot of people, they don't seem to understand themselves. So what I say right now is this. All you people who are not well-thinking Jamaican people, where I say, it's time for us to do better. Let us remind you that on Monday is the last day to get on the voters list, just like what Mary P said. Yeah? And we want to make sure that everybody, you position yourself so you can go out there and you can vote. So we see the hypocrisy from the PNP trying to play catch up, but the JLP is whipping them on every side, and we're saying, labor rights, let us stay focused and let us know what to do. So I think we're at the place now where we're going to close the show. You understand me? So we're not going to get drawn out by the comments again. So big up to everybody who participated, who joined in the show. I want to say big up. I want to say, you understand me? I want to big up and bless up on yourself. And remember, say, PNP, them are hypocrites. So we can end with the hypocrite song again. You understand me? We can end with the hypocrite song by Bob Marley. Steady family, it's been a pleasure talking to everybody once again. You understand me? Thank you so much for your participation. Thank you so much for liking the show. You understand me? Put a big up on yourself. Heart of love. Never short of love. Steady. Hey.
Dip for diplomatic, dip for Hippocratic, try for Gigantoris, top for top on all, city hypocrites, them a galang.
Moderators, thank you. Good night, everybody. Mary P, thank you. Good night, family. Heart of love. Steady.